I was hiking around Lake Chabot, which is right on the edge of Oakland, Castro Valley, that kind of area, a few years ago in the middle of one of our big droughts. And I was hiking around this lake, and there's little pontoons where the people can park a boat and get out and fish and do stuff. And the boat the floats go up and down as the water level, raises. Of this drought, I was noticing, because it was a place I was really enjoying hiking and running around for a couple of years. These floats were getting lower and lower and lower until they were basically resting on dry land. The lake had receded so much that they were just sitting there. They weren't floating; they were just sitting. Maybe this is a writer brain thing. I like to think it's a writer brain thing. It's definitely a my brain thing. I started looking at the thing going, wow. And I don't know why this popped into my head. I read a lot of horror. So I started thinking, wow, if there was a monster in that lake, it's a lot closer to the surface now, as the surface was coming down. So it'd be a lot easier for a monster to get you. And then that kind of started a train of thought of, if, let's say, you were a monster, a thing, right? And your habitat, your ecosystem was being eliminated, what would you do to get out? How would you try to survive? And that's sort of one of the central points of this book, is how the thing in the lake is trying to get out of the habitat that it's been trapped in for many years as things are going weird. And so then it was just an idea that stuck in my head. At the time, I was writing a lot of short stories, and I kept thinking about that lake and that monster, and just kept coming back.